Let's now examine the page that appears when you select an individual room. Let's use the living room as an example. Along the bottom of the page, we have a row of buttons representing devices available in the current room, as well as a button to return to the overview near the far left. Along the top, we have an information bar, which shows the name of the currently selected room, as well as the date and time. On the right side of the page, we have controls for both volume and equalization. Let's go through the most commonly used controls: climate, lighting, music, and video. To access the climate settings for a particular room, press the climate button. On the left, you can activate the air conditioner or the heater by pressing cool and heat respectively. In addition, you can turn on the auto feature, which will automatically choose the right setting based on the temperature of the room, or turn off climate control by selecting off. Likewise, you can either select to have the fans on or turn off and on automatically. Lastly, the two controls on the right control the temperature at which you desire the room to be either heated or cooled to. You can adjust these by pressing the up and down buttons. With this system, you exercise extensive control over the lighting in a house. Let's adjust the lighting in the living room. On this menu, we can access various scenes of lighting. For instance, if we select the away scene, some of the lights dim. Similarly, if we press welcome, some of the lights go back on. There are numerous other settings, and I suggest you play around with them. You can also raise the intensity of the last scene selected by pressing the raise button, and lower the intensity by pressing the lower button. You can also adjust the intensity levels of each individual light by pressing levels. To adjust each light, press and drag the slider to the desired intensity. To return, press the big red X on the top right-hand corner of the window. To adjust the shades in a room, press the Shades button to display the various shade buttons. To lower a shade, simply press the corresponding button. Let's now explore how to play music in a room. Pressing the music button will bring up a submenu with all of the different sources of music available. Occasionally, one might be in use and will display an in-use graphic. While you can select this source and have it play in a room, if you change any settings, the setting change will affect any other room using the device. Let's select the Kaleidoscape as a source of music. We can browse for a track and select it so it starts playing. If we want to change the volume, we simply press the volume button on the right to expose the submenu, and either press the up or down arrows or select one of the preset volume levels. Likewise, if we want to adjust the equalizer, we can pull up that submenu and either select a preset or create a manual setting. Let's explore the Sirius radio now. This page consists of a few components. At the top, we can view information about the music playing right now, as well as the station which it is playing on. To the right of this section, we can see three controls: category, tune, and channel. The channel button changes the station to the next station within the category, whereas the tune button changes the station to the next one numerically higher or lower. The category button changes the genre of music being played. Below these sections, we see three buttons and an array of icons next to them. These are the favorite stations. To select a section of favorites, simply press the corresponding buttons. To change one of the entries in the favorites, press and hold the icon until a menu pops up. You can change settings like the name of the favorite, the channel, and the icon by pressing on the buttons and changing the settings. If we close this and then go back to the main page, you can see that you can also adjust the equalizer and volume like before. To turn off audio, press the off button in the top left-hand corner of the page. Let's explore the House submenu. From this submenu, we can observe the various house-wide functions, namely viewing the cameras, viewing security, controlling the garages and gates, and setting sleep timers. Let's begin with exploring the camera page. Along the bottom, you see buttons which allow you to select various cameras. Above this, on the left, you see the button that allows you to display the image of a camera. In addition, By pressing the buttons on the right, we can view additional cameras. The last button on this page is the button on the far left that says Other Cameras. By pressing this, if you have more cameras installed than fit on one page, you can access them. To exit out of viewing a camera, just press the red X on the corner. As well as accessing various cameras, you can also arm or disarm the security system from the Security menu. By pressing the Weather button, you can access the forecast of the weather. And by pressing the Gate button, you can open and close the gates.